My name is Elliot. I'm a consultant, I'm a business author, and I also teach master's studies at university. And each week I'm going to pull a card out of this hat with a name on. It's the name of someone I've met in my life who taught me a lesson in business, and I will share that with you. And the name today is... interesting. It's not a name. There are some people in this list who I can't tell you their name because it's a sensitive subject. It's either someone doing business strangely or someone that wouldn't want me to tell you their name. And what I've put on this card is nothing is ever as it seems. And I could bring up so many examples about this, where you assume something about another business person and often makes you feel not inferior, but it dents your confidence. I have many examples of this, but this is one of my favorites. Is when I was a consultant, I went to see a business, and the business leader was actually the president of a chamber of commerce, quite a renowned, high-status business person, and I was going to give them some advice, and I turned up, and I think I was a couple of minutes late, which is I was late, right? However, rather than saying, okay, I apologized, rather than saying, okay, you're late, let's get on with it, started giving me a dressing down and trying to not humiliate me, but certainly punish me in some way for this and say I was unprofessional, kind of it. And in the end, I said to them, look, if you don't want me to be here, I'll just leave. Do you want the advice or not? And they said, no, stay. And then I start talking to them. And what came out within minutes is that this person was in a lot of business trouble. They had £100,000 on credit cards, and their business facade, let's call it that, right, and their status was built on very fragile eggshells. And at the time, I remember thinking, when I came in here, you didn't have to react that way to me. You could have just said, it's okay. It's a couple of minutes. Can you help me? Or let's just chat. But you didn't. You used attack as defense. And underneath all of that, there was a business person who outwardly looks highly successful, but in reality, underneath the surface, was in a lot of trouble. And the lesson that teaches me whenever that happens is never assume anything about people in business. Marketing is saying you are doing something well. The reality may not be the truth.